Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen. So, I've come to a decision. I'm going to stop the 350-day challenge. Now, listen, hold on a second, Let me give some context. If you're watching this video and watching my channel and what I'm all about and talking about manifestation, you see what's going on? This is why I got to get this out. But let me give you some context. So, today, I woke up at 4 a.m. Such a beautiful synchronicity. I mean, it's funny. I see angel numbers everywhere, repetitive numbers. Some people don't like calling them angel numbers. Whatever. Who cares? Repetitive numbers. Okay, angel, repetitive, synchronicity, whatever. I've been seeing these things for years. But today was a special one because it marked day 30. And already, when the challenge kicked off, I had this feeling in my heart. Now, we don't move off of feelings, we move off of knowing. But I genuinely felt empowered to do a whole 350-day challenge because I was like, dude, that'll be sick. And to see how the series evolves over 350 days, how I evolve, how I'm even talking. My alarm went off. If you're new to the channel, I have an alarm set for every hour of the day to basically remind myself to affirm, lock in, just kind of bring myself to that center of understanding and knowing that I'm source and that reality is a game. Now, I already know this, but I like to use it to kind of go even more in. Anyways, one of my little techniques. You can take it if you'd like. And you can learn more techniques down below with my course on Gumroad. Shameless plug, I know. But hey, gotta make a living, right? I'm just joking. But I really put my heart and soul into that course, and I think a lot of people will appreciate it and benefit from it because it's just genuine raw advice from a melanated brother. Either way, back to back to what I'm saying. Yeah, man, I decided to stop it, and I didn't want to overload my channel with 350 unedited raw videos. Now, the thing is, if I take days in between to give a very thoughtful put together video and it's raw, barely edited, barely any cuts, that's okay then, because I just don't want to flood my channel daily with a 20-30 minute video sometimes when I can get into the really long rants and it's just going to get 0 views. Now I know what you're probably saying if you're somebody who has heard me talk about manifestation or talk about the power of I am. To me, it's not about the number per se. It's about like kind of doing 100 different art like, oh my gosh, I'm over here fumbling on my words. Great. Maybe source was literally making me fumble my words because it was like, shut up, you're going to say something stupid, my higher self. But no, genuinely what I'm trying to say is that it's like spending your time doing 100 sculptures, right? And don't worry, this is not a sign of perfectionism within me, but what I'm saying is it's like doing 100 sculptures that are damn near perfect, but they're not just the one, that one that you want to put out there and sell. And then when you have 100 of these sculptures, it's like you kind of know in the back of your mind, a lot of people may not see them, but it will be cool for documentation and for yourself. And it's like if I'm doing that, I could just private and hide the videos anyways. Hence is why I did that with the 45 days of frame shifting challenge that I did. I hid the videos because I pretty much already did that with the consciousness overdrive. And to me, the consciousness overdrive, it just can't be replicated. It can be replicated daily, but I mean, I went from literally legit having to get out of some of the worst circumstances with manifestation. And I do definitely agree with some comments who say manifestation is definitely a lot easier when you're in dire situations because when everything is taken away from you, you are really thrusted into everything you know about spirituality or being a spiritual being in a human experience. So you go in, you have no choice to, or you're going to be homeless or this, or wind up, starving. Who knows? I was in a situation where, fear pushed me forward to be like, I need to embody this because I've already done things that would literally solidify that I know the world is a game, an illusion, organic simulation, whatever we want to say. I've done it before. So I just need to stop playing with myself. And I need to stop giving energy to those who literally don't deserve it, man. You got to keep your energy for yourself. And again, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of energy vampires and things like that, but genuinely what I've learned that has stayed consistent throughout this whole spiritual experience is that reality is like it's a give and take, right? But you got to understand that if you're the source, you have to you have to embody that. Like you have to if you're going to experience love, you have to be love itself. So you can't be love itself and then pour all of that infinite energy. But I know that's is that kind of like a contradiction because I'm saying infinite energy. You can't pour infinite energy into someone, but if you have infinite energy, you know, why not? But it's like, no, as you're in your little human meat sack form, you don't have unlimited source, brightness, love, and forgiveness for everybody. You can get drained. Just like when you don't eat food, your body starts to feel it. Now, there may be some people living with superpowers, breatharians, or people taking in the sun. I honestly think that is cool if there's people who have figured out how to survive off of their prana and everything. Crazy. Probably some wild superpowered monks out there. Me, I'm not that. So I'm telling you an alchemist who's been an alchemist for like 7 to 8 years at this point, and all the crazy stuff I've manifested. What I've observed is, I mean, I want to call it like the law of the equivalent exchange, but your body needs fuel. If you don't eat and you don't drink water, you will perish. Now you'll go back to source, maybe if you're done with your karma here, but you'll perish, right? And the same thing about your mental faculties, man. I don't know if any of you have been ever in this position for a person, but like kind of trying to lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. If you've ever been in that situation with someone, you know what I'm talking about. It's draining, and this is me kind of talking more about putting energy back into yourself and kind of trying to touch on all areas of what I've been going through and all this shedding and stuff. But I realized, I got to make sure that I'm really doing all this for me, especially if Rel Crumbs is going to be my magnum opus. I changed the name before, but then I remembered Rel Crumbs came from the heart. Even the Gumroad name and account name is named Rel Crumbs. So I obviously wanted to embody this identity of Rel Crumbs and make it lighthearted, but still have fun, but still be me, but still be raw. So I changed the name back from that Elyar name I was going to do, which was just like a anagram, or I think that's the right phrase, of my name. Nonetheless, I don't even know. Sorry, I'm really rambling, but I know someone out there is enjoying this. They like my rambling. I've heard a lot of people say they like my rambling, so here I am. But yeah, man, I just gotta stop the challenge because I don't want to flood my channel with 350 videos that may get 1 to 10 views. Now, again, I'm not saying that it will happen, and I'm not aware that that could even happen. I'm just thinking about it in the aspect of like, I don't want to have videos that I think are masterful just flood the channel, and then it's like, oh, I have 350 videos, and then like if my brand changes in the future, I got to go private all of them. And it's like the consciousness overdrive kind of captured, no, like 100% captured. Why am I saying kind of? See what I'm saying? That's why I need to stop this challenge. I just need to embody and stop doing these videos and showing it. Whatever. That's a me thing right there. I'm just going to cut that before I go down a rabbit hole. See what I'm saying? The consciousness overdrive definitely embodied what the 350-day challenge was going to do, because I was just going to be on video basically being like, I am God, you are God, we're source. Oh, and it's like, bro, you know this. If you're watching my channel or even resonate with me, you already know some inkling that you're spiritual, or you're a spiritual being having a human experience. So I just need to know. I need to Gah. But unlike the 45 days of frame shifting, I'm going to leave the past videos up. So feel free to enjoy them and feel free to see how I've gone through the days, because a lot of things have been manifesting. I mean, opportunities, new trade opportunity, bunch of other things. So things are still, doing what they're doing. But at the same time, it's like, again, I don't want to flood my feed with just 350 videos. It feels like a little bit absurd. But yeah. Anyways, I think aside from that, I'm going to see if I'm still recording and everything has enough space. And then I'm just going to get into the rest of the video and talk about wrapping up and everything like that. I also got to show you guys at the beginning of the video where I woke up at 444. It was funny, but it just kind of just felt like it was all coming. Yeah. And we got 4 days till, wait, yeah, 13, not counting today, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 days till the official new year, right? Well, the lunar new year, year of the horse. So I'm going to make sure all this shedding is done. And we're going to do some shedding together in this video and talk about some plans for the future videos. So if you want to stick around for that, you're my person. But all right, let me see if I'm still recording. Are all solid? We are still recording. Yeah, if you see any cuts in the video, they're literally like a second apart. I'm not like I'm not cutting super long clips coming back to collect my thoughts. I'm usually always in flow when I'm making these videos for you guys, or making videos at all, to be honest. I'm off top with it. I'm off top with it. But for this last video, this 30 day, I feel like 30 days is a solid, they say in Atomic Habits, what, it takes 30 days to form a new habit. So, hey, daily video, but that's not hard for me because I've also been creating content. Hopefully, I inspired some of you to do your own 30-day challenge. Now, I know I did inspire someone out there, but let's talk about the shedding. Let's talk about what to expect from the channel. Let's just talk about going forward, and let's end the video powerfully because I want to stop playing around with myself. And that's something I'm going to be very 100% honest about this morning. Whew. This morning. Today, I woke up today, dude. 4:44. It was crazy. Woke up, turned to the left. It was 4:43 on my phone. My phone lit up at the time that I woke up. Little sketch for facial recognition. But it was 4:43. Boop, turned to 4:44, and I was like, so funny. As soon as I seen that, I hopped out of bed. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, okay, well, I'm up at the witching hour, so some mystical stuff must be going on. Let's just take this energy, ride it. So I went in the bathroom and I did like 140 squats. And I was playing Eric, The Power of I Am. And I was just like, man, because, again, I didn't want to wake up anyone, but, I was just doing my thing. Then the weirdest thing happened, right? As I'm just doing everything and I'm vibing for the day and I'm saying how today's going to go, I'm like, today's going to be amazing. I'm making money every single day. Money is just consistently flowing into my account. I'm always taken care of. Everything always works out. Opportunities always come. Funny enough, I made a joke to my girlfriend today about how, like, I need some more things to happen in my life, like maybe a 10-hour shift for a job, and then a literal job that got back to me that talked about 10-hour shifts hit me up. Don't know if it's aligned with me yet, but we'll see. But anyways, that was a funny synchronicity that happened today. But just an example of like the things that I say are coming true, even if they're jokes. So, and I speak things into existence. So I'm very careful with what I say, how I perceive things, and how I perceive people, because what I've seen from my own life is I'm really powerful in the sense of like, I will just casually say a sentence and something will happen like an hour, 2 hour later. So I'm very mindful of the things I say. I'm very present anyways, but you got to be when you kind of get to that level. And the thing is I'm not sure why it operates like that for me. Probably an affirmation or something along the lines of that, but nonetheless, I don't know. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. So shedding, all that. Yeah. So then I'm chilling. The morning's fine. For some reason, man, I get back in bed, and now in my mind, I really do not want to be sitting all morning. I don't want to sit here. I don't want to just like, I got to get going and doing something, but I don't have anything to do today. No work. The business I started is doing well. We're getting sales and everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna vibe. I'm gonna vibe. I'm gonna take it, easy, because again, when things are calm and it's stillness, I enjoy the stillness because I've been meditating for years, but that's the moment that can really catch people when it seems like nothing is going on. So I'll say this, on a physical sense, nothing is going on, but you should definitely remind yourself that everything is happening. Remember, you're just a little, you're a huge infinite being packed in a small perceptive reality as a human. So there's linear time, but it can get really crazy when you start letting go of that illusion, right? So as soon as that started happening to me, I started saying things like this. Everything is happening for me, blah, blah, blah. I think I sat in bed. Did I do this after or before? I think this was after, but I started watching, was it Remote Control? It's whatever Dual X is, if you know his name. Dual X's second channel is where he was flipping and doing eBay stuff for retro games. But I watched his new video on his alternate channel. Just didn't want to flood my mind with any doom scrolling. I didn't doom scroll at all today. I went on my second account, which is Rel Crumbs, and I just like looked at positive doom scrolling, like positive scrolling, hope scrolling. I don't know, wellness scrolling. But I was doing that, and then after that, just kind of went through the normal day, breakfast, things like that. But one part of the morning that I skipped, that was the why I was going to tell you guys this, and why I kind of was planning to stop the 350 challenge, was today tried to get me in the morning, man. Like unfavorable, intrusive thoughts were getting me. But I was like, you know what? Not today. And they were happening because of an event that just went down where it's like past things were coming up. We're still coming up from something I've been dealing with, but the situation is over and this is the end of that chapter. But it was coming up for some reason. And I know there's a part of me, there's a reason why, but I was like, nope, all this is happening in my favor. Like I even had to say an affirmation like, no weapons formed against me will prosper. I was just in it. I was just going in it. I think I literally was just, let me lay down real quick. I curled up in a little ball, put the blanket over me, and I was just affirming, affirming, affirming. And I've still been up since 4 a.m. I couldn't go back to sleep. I also didn't want to go back to sleep, but I was just drilling it, drilling it, drilling it. And even told my girlfriend at one point, it'll pass. I'm good. She was asking me, "What are the thoughts? What are the thoughts?" What she doesn't understand is I'm not my thoughts, so it doesn't matter what the thoughts are. They are gonna go do thought things, thought things. But I was staying strong. I didn't vent. I didn't say anything. I didn't like try to shove the thoughts down. I let them be and say, yeah, 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 you're serving your purpose, but I'm all that is, you know. And they passed, and now I'm here making this video, and all things are good. And still doing my original plan, not reacting off of anything. Even this video is not me reacting to um, just seeing zero to 1 to 3 views on the videos. It's not. It's more of like I do not want, for my own sake, I don't want my channel to be flooded with 300 videos that are daily and they just are kind of me stepping in the check in. I'd rather have videos if I feel inspired to shoot like 6 videos in a day and upload them all and then schedule them for different times, but they have certain topics that I deal with in the video. Oh, all means. I can do that all day long. But a daily thing where I'm just popping in and be like, that could be short videos. Those don't have to be on the main page. Those could be Instagram things where I pop in for like 5 minutes. And funny enough, I did end up doing that. After I ended up filming one of these videos, I shot 4 little 3-minute shorts for Instagram and shorts. And I was like, that felt good. That felt like what I was genuinely supposed to be doing. I felt the inspiration for them. So I just rode the inspired action, or I took inspired action off of the inspiration that I got. Yeah, and then for this last 4 days of shedding, I said in one of the videos that I don't want to announce a fast, but I feel like this version of myself that I am right now and becoming too, that I can announce a fast. So I think for these 4 days, I'm gonna go with fasting. I'm gonna fast and end my fast um, when the new year of the horse kicks off, and I'm gonna make a video just documenting what the feelings and thoughts are during that time. Let me also still make sure I'm recording because my space was sketch. We're good. We're good. I don't know about the iPhone storage, but we're all solid. I think I'm going to wrap it up soon here just in case it cuts off. I may make a cut real quick. I'm going to make a cut. This feels smarter. I didn't do that before. And when I did not do that before, I lost a lot of footage because sometimes I could be yapping for an hour straight, minute. I don't think I have that much storage space to be doing that. Either way. So, yeah, so let's talk about the shedding and just talk about how I want to be moving in the new year and my mindset and what it's going to be. And I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. And I bet people who knew me in my past probably wouldn't even recognize this version of me. Funny enough, people didn't recognize me anyways when I became like, even more like, just it seemed like even wiser than I was already due to the things I went through as a child. It's even my stepdad didn't recognize me. But I think the version of myself like I'm about to step into or I'm stepping into and being every day that will literally talk with more certainty even about the videos. Like even saying to you guys, oh, like the 350-day challenge was not because of the views. It was just mostly because I don't want to flood my channel with 350 videos that are just me checking in daily. I want them to be substance filled and quality because that's what I'm about. That's my being. It's what I claim to be. So I need to deliver as that character or allow that to flow through me instead of just popping in every day, record, because I feel like that is too easy for me. So I needed to up the ante. One thing I want to say though is the 350-day challenge does not end with this video. Like I will still be getting up every day like affirming doing this for 350 days. Like I'm going to go in. That's why my alarm is still interrupting me in between the videos. But yeah, so even right now I'm saying what I'm about to say to you guys, but I want my mindset to be so ridiculous and so unrecognizable that you can just feel it through videos. Now people resonate with me a lot in real life and feel the magnetism, but and on videos, but I want it different. I want my being unshakable. It's almost like a version of myself that I used to hint at. I used to feel so corny to almost telling people like, oh, one day you'll see, like always that underdog mentality. But fuck the underdog mentality. I want to know and feel and be top dog. And I know through all the wisdom and meditating and all the things I've experienced along my spiritual journey that will only come from within. It only happens when I step into my divinity and don't play. And I speak and show up as presence. And I show up to show people what it is to be their higher self, because that's all I ever stand for. And the only way that's going to be accomplished if I let go of what's not serving me, which is the older self being like, dude, how are you going to look? How are you going to look like this? People are going to think you're arrogant, this, that. And it's like, I can't be scared of that. I have to show up, and whatever I see, take it with a grain of salt, because people have already made thousands of assumptions about me when I even just talked about spirituality in a casual way. And the thing is I've experienced stuff that would literally shock people's minds that pretend to do this. You get what I'm saying? Like that are still seeking experiences and seeking the ayahuasca retreats and doing this. I've had shit that they wouldn't have wanted to see. Real schizo shit where it's like this is actually happening, and I've had people that are not spiritual around me experience this shit. Telepathy, crazy things where it's like just people would not explain. Like, I don't know if people even have these experiences. Like, I know there are people out there, and I've talked and met with some of them. But what I mean is like, I need to stop talking as if I'm almost scared to share these stories. And it's a weird thing because I talked about this with Richie over the phone. Is really the thing that's like holding me back is the trust that I have everything I need. And because it's not hard for me to make videos. It's not hard for me to stay dedicated. It's not hard for me to be disciplined. The biggest obstacle for me is really trusting self, trusting that I have the keys within myself to do everything that I'm claiming I'm going to do. And the thing is it's funny, is in my self concept and in my concept of self, I normally literally get everything. Like I get everything normal. Like it in a physical sense, it may take long, but I get everything I say I'm gonna do. Or it's like, hey, I'm moving to this place. People are gonna end up seeing me there. Hey, I'm gonna go start this and try this. I'm gonna go start and try that. I'm just integral with my word and also my spiritual work. But there's still a lack of trust in myself that everything I've learned up into this point is for real reality. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I'm divinity, but it's like I'm still shaking. It's like I'm still on the fence. It's like something is pulling me to make these videos to jump over and transition over into it, but then I still get like barred. But the only thing that's barring myself is myself. So that stops today, and that stops with this 4-day fast. We're gonna do this 4-day fast, and I'm gonna give you guys an update on everything. And I'm killing it. I'm I'm start stuttering. No, but I'm so dead ass. I'm kind of getting chills right now. Fuck it, dude. I cannot play anymore. If I need to rampage every single day, every morning, I will get in these fucking videos and deliver it to you guys boldly, man. Because the thing is I want you to feel how good I feel. And I know that it can be achieved, but it'll look different for everyone. And what I can tell you is I never really struggle with overthinking, depression, anxiety, or anything like that. I have in the past. Pretty sure I'm OCD because I do a lot of weird like stacking, arranging things, and like the thoughts that used to flood my mind were like crazy. It was like I'm just telling you, it's genuine OCD, not like joking around like, oh, I'm OCD and I can't I just can't do this. And like no, not play. I'm talking intrusive thoughts of like people dying and things dying, animals dying, you dying, like overwhelming thoughts that I've overcame literally by switching my self concept and meditation. So that's why I do all this. I want to show you that literally embodying source allowed me to see what divinity was, attune with God, and boom, my reality, it's like that's the last little push God's trying to give me, is like, all right, you did all the trauma healing or shifting to deal with. Now build your life. Do it. Show up presently. Do not dim your light, because that's almost what you're doing by not trusting self. If you're not trusting self, you're not trusting God. It's one and the same. So I need to 100% trust self, know that everything is working out in my favor, and that I have everything I need to do, and I'm in my true place doing what I love to do. So if you hear me saying things like Eric with the true place, yeah, only get it from the best, right? And Eric and me, one and the same, parts of the same source. We're all one. So I'm just listening to myself. Much love, and hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Fuck it, I know you guys enjoyed the video. I know one of you out there is really listening to this message, and this is why I do this. And I also do it for self, which you also are. But truthfully, thank you. This does not mean, again, I want to 100% put that at the end of the video and just like claim it, claim it, claim it. This is for myself as well. This does not mean I failed or I've given up or whatever. It's just a pivot. It's a change. It's a shift. Pivots, change, and shifts are common. They're natural. It doesn't have to have bad connotation. I'm just shifting because I'm like, hey, don't want to put 350 videos of me waking up every day, filming in the same exact location, being like, okay, it's day this, it's day that, it's day this. It's like, here, I did 30 days. I was being pretty powerful and things manifested during this 30 days. There we go. Nothing as crazy to me as the Consciousness Overdrive Challenge. That shit was amazing. Literally. But I got to be on here and grow with you and do another 30-day challenge and knock it out the park. Maybe some challenge videos in the future will be like diet challenges or something else. But I want to have fun on this channel while talking about spirituality and roping it in. So I'm going to knock it out the park. Love y'all. I'm gone. Peace. You can do anything you set your mind to.